Peace, family. I just want to express my gratitude for those who watch my videos. Few things in this world give me more pleasure when somebody calls and asks for my opinion on what's going on in current events. I guess the only thing that rivals that is when people call me and say, you know what, Jonathan, I've learned so much by watching your videos. So I want to send a special thank you to all those who watch my videos, whether you comment, share or not. I just love doing what I do for my people. Now, one of the things that they're asking me about is the fact that my opinion on Sean Combs. But before I get into that, let me say this. This puts me in the mindset of a video I did earlier. I talked about the wealth gap between blacks and white, and the argument was, 8-1. What do we do about it? Make a long story short, bottom line is this. If the wealth gap between blacks and whites is at 8-1, black people, we need to thank our lucky stars it's not 100-1 or 100-0. Why do I say that? What does that got to do with Sean Combs? We have seen Sean Combs, who was a billionaire, offer white institutions $50 million to remain free until his trial. And white institutions have said, your money is no good here. It's one thing when white people don't respect you or your money. But it's another thing altogether when white institutions are no longer respected. And see, and we value the money that white people give us. And when white people and white institutions no longer value the money that they give us, we see what happens. Sean Combs right now has been made from a billionaire to dirt poor in real time. Now, the charges against him, anything that this man has done with consenting adults should not be brought up in this trial. Bottom line. What he did pertaining to children, however, now we can talk about this. But see, it's sad statement for black people that we have now Sean Combs, we have now R. Kelly sitting in the prison system, and we are unable to extract them out. We were unable to harness these people and correct them internally to spare them from this state. And like I say, the wealth gap between blacks and whites in this country stem from the fact that they have ownership and control over their economics, their politics, their courts, their businesses, their institutions. This is how white people maintain their advantage. And black people, we live in the same state where white people have ownership and control over our economics, our politics, our businesses, our industries, our institutions, our courts. This is why these gaps and these disparities exist. Now, when it comes to the charges and the judge, they say that the judge saw the video clip of Sean Combs, of what he did to that woman in the hotel. And based upon that clip, he determined the innocence of guilt of Sean Combs. And this is why they say that he denied the bail. Well, then if this is what you say is true, that this judge, sitting wherever he was at when he saw this video clip, had already determined Sean Combs' guilt, when he made his verdict on this case and ruled based on the video clip that he saw, then this proves that we don't have a neutral court system in this country. The courts are supposed to determine innocence of guilt. You can't sit in a bar, in a restaurant, at home, wherever, and see anything and then let that determine your decision in a trial setting. You can't allow that. This is why the courts sequester the jurors. So they don't go home with their family and friends and talk about the case, where they could be influenced by what they see or hear from their family and friends, or what they see on news or TV, and then take that decision, take that influence into the courts. There's you can't that if that's the if they allow this judge who has claimed to have seen this video clip, then we don't need to have the courts. All we need to do is just watch a sound bite of the news, see what happened in this little small frame of time, base our decisions on that, and throw away the courts. See, there are things called mitigating circumstances. So if you've seen somebody unalive in a group of people, and you put that sound bite, that video bite out there, it is up to the courts to take in consideration these mitigating circumstances to see if this person should be punished to the full extent of the law, or should leniency be put in place. Now, for those people, like I said, whatever Sean Combs did to consenting adults, whatever it is in life that you want to be, a movie star, singer, background singer, dancer, whatever it is, when Sean Combs invited you to his home and you sat there and seen several bottles of baby oil on his desk, that's on you to determine whether you want to go forward with this interview, or do you want to try to find a way, another path to be whatever it is you want to be. You can't consent to what this man has asked or offered you to do in order to have your life's dreams fulfilled, and then 20 or 30 years later turn around and say no, we shouldn't get, no. So, and like I said, but whatever he did with children, he need to be punished for that. Like I said, but we had an opportunity, and we have failed to harness our people. And like I say, the R. Kellys and the Sean Combs is victims of our failure as a people. So the moral of the story is this: when white people and white institutions tell you no, black people, we need to have our own black people and black institutions to tell us yes.